to marry my daughter. Marry my daughter. She's a nice girl. She's like a princess Diana. Yes. Hello. What is happening? Oh.
Quick! You gotta be inside! I think you gotta be inside! You're doing this now!
Carolina, see the prince. Nice prince. You marry the prince. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Your Majesty. Nice to see you. Nice to see
It's a bit hard to get much on the way down because I'm on the wrong side of the sun.
Yeah.
You're going all round the overlap.
Now or later?
Oh, what is happening? What is happening here? Nice face. Have a nice name. Very nice to see you. Leave the queen alone. Be gone. Nice to see you. Where you oh, goodness me. Go find somebody. Happy with you! Come on, this! It's not like nice of people. I don't know all about the pizza wedding, but it's great. Nice, nothing so nice. Nothing so nice. Nice, may I kiss your ring? Nice ring, I like your mom. Lots of people. My daughter. Nice to see them.
Smile.
Where is the priest? Where is my daughter? International volleyball, what's this?
Hey, look, he's a nice, handsome boy. Hey. You want to marry me?
I'm so loud, you say?
Good. Stand by.
Lots of people. Come and say hello to my son-in-law. You see how nice the princess Diana.
What's the guy?
Tell him to come and see the
I want to play the game.
will marry the prince. Master! This woman has no clothes!
You habla español. You habla español. You no speak Spanish. You speak a little Spanish. Oh, Zorro. Para Zaragoza. Ladies and gentlemen, the fashion show is about to begin. The 15th, 16th, 17th century fashion show. I'll pass you on to Elly Angiley, who will commentate the show for you. Stage in front of the grandstands.
Thank you. My lords and ladies, good morning or good afternoon, isn't it? Yes. First, can I ask you to welcome Queen Elizabeth I? June, would you like to come forward, please? And His Royal Highness James I of England, who's... Hello, Your Majesty.
Lovely day.
As always. Of a gown that she was painted in one of the art books, and it's identical style. I couldn't quite. Anyway, when I made this gown, I had to alter these things here because they were all brooches, but the style and the material is exactly the same. And Mr. McGough here, the King, is wearing a copy of James V, actually, or James VI of Scotland. Yeah. Thank you very much. Would you like to take a walk around? First, please welcome Lady Lucia in a French walking costume from 1822. The ankle-length pelisse is of blue velvet and is fastened with decorative gold loops and tassels. The buttons are an imitation of men's overcoats. It was common to add one or more capes which relieved the military style of the coat. And after 1825, the coat often had leg of mutton sleeves. The bonnet is interesting. Looking sideways is rather difficult, isn't it? Eh? Actually, it's quite a sensible hat if you can stand it. Thank you, Lucia. Take a walk and show the people close up. Never mind. Lady Susan's dress is a beautiful gown from 1790, made of aqua blue silk taffeta, and the design I reproduced from a painting by Girard. It was actually worn by Marie-Louise, second wife of Napoleon. The antique style of her floral wreath and her necklace and pearls are typical of neoclassical ornament. Would you like to take a walk? Her splendid train is edged with white lace and is beaded with crystals and pearls. Thank you, Susan. Next we welcome Lady Kim. The 1780s to 1790s saw a complete change of mood and the emergence of new styles of dress for both men and women. The taste for rich and formal dress silks gave way to a liking for simpler, lighter and more informal wear. The waistline began to rise and the skirts were softly pleated with fullness at the back. Crossover bodices filled in with a white muslin neck handkerchief. They were very popular in the 1790s, and large caps to accommodate the size of the head. Not that your head is that big, but doesn't she look pretty in it? I think it's very flattering, this. As clothes for children really didn't come into fashion until the Victorian era. Children were dressed as miniature adults. Lady Clare's dress is of printed blue satin over petticoats, and it has a stiffened stomacher, a white muslin apron, apron and a mock cap trimmed with flowers. I copied a design from a painting, showed her your bloomers. She's got everything underneath there. Look at all that. Eh? She's so good. Thank you. Would you like to take a walk around? Please welcome Lady Noel. Now this lady is very, very colourful in a riding costume from 1808. Lady Noel's riding habit is still very much the Directory style. It has a capuchin collar, cut low in the front, and the small waistcoat has revers, that's these. And underneath is a white lawn shirt and a cravat tied in a knot in the front. The skirt is long and full. Would you like to drop it for a minute? As you can see. So it has to be carried over the arm. That was to cover the back of the horse, you see, to make her look respectable because ankles weren't seen in those days. Lady Noel is wearing the version of the male top hat and is wearing leather gloves and carries a riding crop. Would you like to take a walk? Doesn't she look elegant? Very hot though. Lady Leanne is in a Victorian gown from 1870. This lady, she has all the frills and laces and flowers and bows that she can manage. A bustle is worn over a small hoop and it's tied over and the coat is tied with ribbon through small loops. It has a full-length coat and is pulled up underneath by small brass rings and ribbons and is arranged over the bustle. The dress and coat has 24 metres of box pleating. Would you believe I did that all by hand? And don't you just love her hat? Thank you, Leanne. Next we have little Lady Melinda, also in an early 1900 dress. She has a bustle and show people your bloomers. Yes. Isn't she gorgeous? Hey? You're very good. Hey? You look so pretty in that. Yes. Thank you, Melinda. Would you like to take a walk? Our next gown from 1740 must surely be the most bizarre fashion ever created. It is modelled by Lady Connie. And she is escorted by her husband, Yves. Very French, isn't it? It's a French court dress made of crushed cotton velvet. It has a stiff stomacher and is beaded from neck to hem. Underneath are metal collapsible panniers, and they're extremely wide and they're balanced by tapes from the waist. I'm going to show people. I'm going to embarrass you now. Would you like to lift your skirt up now? Look at that, eh? You see what I mean? A lot of people wonder what on earth's underneath, but this is identical to how they had them. Sometimes they were made from cane and sometimes they were wild bone. That's enough now. Isn't he rude? Like it, is it? Women look like donkeys carrying baskets. It was the most ostentatious of fashions, the most arrogant, because it could only be worn by ladies moving in infinite space, like walking down grand staircases. Thank you, Lady Connie. Would you like to take a walk now and show everyone? Our last gown is worn by Lady Frances. This is an English court dress from 1630. We are so lucky to live in the age of the machine. The dressmakers from 1630 made everything by hand. The gown has a red petticoat. Show people your red petticoat. Yes, it's hard. There you are. a white cotton underdress, a silver grey overdress with balloon sleeves, which are piped with 35 metres of red piping. The stomacher is boned and tied at the back. And over all that, Lady Frances wears a black velvet coat with slashed sleeves. The lace collar is held up by an underpropper made of wire. The complete gown is tied together by ribbons. Thank you, Lady Frances. You look quite beautiful. That's all I have for you this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you very much for your interest. In my collection, I've got something like 35 gowns that from each century. But for the Renaissance, I was sort of a little bit limited, so I just picked from those 3 centuries. I thank you very much. Enjoy the afternoon.
Come on, you can do better. Please give her a big cheer. How about a cheer as well? Lots of time and effort and money goes into this. Oh, you can do better. How about you down there? Give us a scream. There we go. Thank you.
No, not yet.
Mary, Queen of Scots, born 1542, daughter of James V of Scotland and Mary of Guise. You have been found guilty of treason. You have been found guilty of scheming ceaselessly to regain your liberty. And you have been party to a succession of plots that would have raised you to the English throne. Plots involving important English nobles in schemes to murder Elizabeth. It is by order, therefore, by Elizabeth I of England, that you are to be executed this day, February the 8th, 1587. Have you anything to say?
I'm innocent, so help me God.
Proceed with the execution.
Now, let it go. There's heavy rumble. Let me introduce you to our prosecutor, Lord Philip Matthews, and our lovely Mary Queen of Scots, Willie Bradley, and her lady in waiting, Shirley Matthews, and Kevin Mason, Queen Elizabeth's husband, our executioner. You may take your hood off now. Let's see what you look like. See, he's really good looking, isn't he? Thank you again. Good afternoon. Lords and ladies, would you please make way for your king and queen? Would you like to come forward? The King and Queen are going to make their final rounds before they leave the grounds and go back to the council. I'd like to introduce you to June Mason as Elizabeth I and Paul McGough as James I of England, who succeeded Elizabeth. Thank you. And in our fashion parade today we have Lady Lucia. Lady Lucia? Where's Lucia? Give her a hand, ladies and gentlemen. This was the first time she's done this for us today. And Lady Susan from 1790 in her French dress, Marie-Louise, second wife of Napoleon. Thank you, Susan. And then we had Lady Kim. She was from 1780. And she was followed by Lady Claire. Isn't she lovely? Thank you, Claire. And Lady Noel in her very colourful riding costume. And also Lady Leanne. She was in her Victorian dress from 1817. And then we have Lady Melinda. She's also Victorian. And she was followed by Lady Connie in the most bizarre dress you've probably seen on the parade today, in her French court dress from 1740. And then followed Lady Frances. She's in an English court dress from 1620. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your interest. I hope you enjoyed yourself here this afternoon. Let's hope that Theatre Manly comes off the ground with all the donations that you have given today. Thank you. Good afternoon.